My entitled neighbor tried to break into my house and steal my grandma's family heirlooms, so I got him imprisoned and had his kids taken away. When my grandmother passed away, her house was inherited by my father, who passed away just 3 days later after being hit by a drunk driver. The house went to me, and on my first day after moving in, my neighbor Todd showed up with his 2 young kids. As soon as I opened the door, he started interrogating me as to why he and his kids weren't invited to my grandma's funeral. Before I could respond, he demanded I give him a copy of her will. According to him, his kids were like family to her, and should get whatever heirlooms they wanted. With that, his kids ran past him and into the house, then started rummaging through drawers. His daughter stumbled upon a ring that had been passed down 3 generations and was set to go to my aunt, and she put it on. I told Todd to get her to take the ring off, but he refused. He said again his kids were like family to her, but I yelled that grandma hated them. They were entitled and did what they liked, and even ruined her lawn with dog poop. I threatened to call the cops unless his daughter took the ring off, and that's what made him listen. His daughter screamed she didn't want to, and even hit Todd, but the ring eventually came off. As he left, he yelled this wasn't finished, and that he'd get his heirlooms in the end. He wasn't lying when he said this wasn't finished, as in the following days he started dropping by unannounced. He found every excuse to bring up the will, his kids, or what he thought grandma would have wanted. He had the nerve to act as though his kids were the rightful heirs, and often threw guilt trips about how much they loved her, and how devastated they were to not have a piece of her memory. It was all nonsense. One evening, after a really draining day of sorting through my father's things, I came home to find Todd standing on my front porch with a box of donuts. He had a grin on his face that made my skin crawl, and before I could even ask what he was doing there, he launched into some story about how his daughter had cried herself to sleep, heartbroken over not getting anything of grandma's stuff. He ended his speech by offering me a donut. He went on to say that he wanted to talk neighbor to neighbor. I flat out told him that neither he nor his kids were getting anything. We'd already been through this. I walked past him and his donuts and left them on the porch, looking dumbfounded.